Even Keel Fish Shack.
Hold the Mayo. It's time for Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. Find out what's being served with Mike, Defo and Lubie, the only show that covers food, sports, and the proper maintenance of your car. And now, a man who had the distinction of having an entire health clinic named in his honor, Mike Mayo.
I want the flim flam sauce with the awesome fave, with shafafa on the side.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to a little bit of a brisk edition of the Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. We are outside today near the beach. Breezy, some might say chilly. Some, like those from Alaska and parts north, would say it's a beautiful day here in South Florida. We're at Even Keel Fish Shack. Jeff Defo DeForest, Mike Lubie Lubitz. How you doing today?
Oh, feeling great. It was beautiful out. Got a little cooler, actually, since I was on my walk of life about an hour ago. But when the sun was out, it seemed like it was warming up. It's a shame because we love a little bit of cool weather here in South Florida. It's so rare. That was only going to last like a day, but I guess it's going to extend in tomorrow. So good time to get outside. Although with the slight overcast skies that we have, it's not like looking like rain or anything. But without the sun, it's a little bit cooler than usual.
It's looking like a good day to come in here and try some of their warmer dishes. Obviously, it is Oyster Tuesday. You got the oysters, premium oysters on the half shell for $2 all day long. From parts north.
Now, is that a new development, the all day?
No,
they've been
Tuesday
doing that.
Oyster Day has been all the time. And then happy hour, they have the $2 oysters premium from places like Massachusetts and PEI, the Blue Moons, the Blue Points from Connecticut. $2, 4 to 7. That's Monday through Friday, and then Tuesday all day. $2.
You did well though. I think didn't you get like 1 out of 4 in the identity test? Because I wouldn't be able to. I mean, I wouldn't even know if I could nail one. But what about the rattlesnake oyster? What do you?
That's
think
a
of that,
new
Mike
one
Mayo?
from Rattlesnake Cove in Florida. I'm not going to try that today because we're going warm today. We're going to get some soup. We're going to get some fish and chips. We're going to get a burger, which is one of those things that's overlooked on the menu here.
I was just telling my buddy who loves burgers because we were talking about coming down here, and he's always wanted to try it. I don't think he's been here before. And I said, and he's a burger fan.
Yes.
I said that they make a really good burger.
They do.
Yeah.
Which
You wouldn't-
isn't in the concept necessarily.
You wouldn't necessarily think of it, but Brad and Dave, these guys are master chefs. They know they do everything well.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to get our friend Seth Burger Beast up here
to try it.
because he's putting together a burger event for next month, next May.
Congratulations on everything.
Mazel tov. Oh, and I got to say thank you to all our veterans. I don't know if you're supposed to say Happy Veterans Day.
I say thank you
but,
to the veterans for your service.
Thank you for your
It's kind of
service.
like Memorial Day. Yeah, I mean, is it
Yes.
Happy Memorial Day?
Or
No,
like,
I mean,
Yom
it's
Kippur.
like Yom Kippur or Passover.
Right.
Where
You don't say Happy Yom Kippur.
You
You
don't.
but I
say,
think it's
Have a
okay.
safe and
though.
easy
I
fast.
mean, you're
if you
celebrating
do, it's
with
fine.
the
Yeah,
veterans.
I mean, no one's going to get mad at you for saying
Yeah,
Happy
no.
Veterans Day.
well,
you
for
know.
those who are off school and work today who didn't
It's a very
serve,
happy Veterans
they're
Day.
happy. But for
I
those who
always like
actually,
Veterans Day for that reason.
That's great.
but for
I
those,
like when they used to celebrate every president's birthday too,
Yeah.
except for I guess 45 and 47.
well, I'm sure he'll be trying to get that.
they'll
on
shut down the
holiday-
country on those days. so.
holiday calendar for that. I don't know about this football stadium being named after him the way he
It's
was
not-
received at the other game. All right,
Seems like it would be a popular.
I'm
move.
gonna
Yeah.
start
Yeah.
with a question for everybody today.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
When I say the word chaperone, what do you think of?
I think of like a couple of very young teenagers maybe going out on a date. And back in the day, before teenagers were driving cars and had cell phones and their own betting accounts, you would have somebody sort of supervise.
Lubie,
think
what do you think of when you hear the word
dance
chaperone?
or a field trip.
Dance, field trip, maybe
my
a
parent,
prom.
my mom would have to chaperone, or if a dance, you need to have a chaperone.
Like you said, a young
Or
person
old
say-
school, yeah.
Well,
In
yesterday,
the 50s, yeah.
Yeah.
When I was a
Yesterday-
kid.
I meant in like the 1700s.
Yeah. Back in ancient Rome.
yesterday, I was asked if I wanted a chaperone.
For what?
Do you know where this took place?
No.
You were going to the track.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
you could use it at the track.
well, it is time for the Mayo Clinic Health Report today. I actually was asked whether I wanted a chaperone at a visit for my annual checkup at the urologist yesterday.
Jesus.
Well, what do you need a chaperone for? So you can pee in the cup? I mean,
Well, you're getting warmer, so to speak.
Usually that's a policeman, in my experience, with any kind of urine test.
This year,
Yeah.
for the first
Probation
time,
officer.
instead of seeing the actual urologist doctor, who is
Yeah.
male,
Yeah.
I was assigned to see his physician's assistant, who is a younger female.
Okay.
And before she snapped
It's
on
always
the
embarrassing. Yeah,
Oh,
before
woman?
she snapped
Playing
on the
with your
rubber
friend?
gloves
Oh, jeez.
and let's say put on some of the lubricant Vaseline,
Yeah.
What were
for
you
the-
having done?
it was the annual digital exam, the
Oh, you have to
digital
go every year for that?
rectal exam.
What a way to
jeez.
start a meal.
That's,
you
that's
gotta
an
love
every
Mayo,
day-
man.
That's
I
an
mean, with
every
his
year thing.
health issues.
But I was jarred because she was
Jarred
like, "Do you
literally
want
with
a-
Vaseline.
do you want a chaperone?" And I guess
What
this
does
is
that mean? I don't know what that means.
this
What
is
that?
protocol
Oh, having someone
because
watch, make
when
sure
it's
she doesn't
somebody
fondle
of
your,
the
your
opposite
friends.
sex is work, and I guess I was asking some other friends and Val and saying, yes, this is a question that is asked when you go to a gynecologist if they're
Yeah, 'cause the
male
dude
and you're a
could be gross,
female.
yeah.
So
I see. Okay.
so it's kind of like an observation to make sure everything is done above
Did you
board
feel like
protocol.
you needed one, Mike?
No, but
At least you're clean shaven.
it was weird because it was a new dynamic for me because I had never had this young lady, and she was great. And she said, "Yeah, I've been doing a lot more of the annuals now, Doctor Blank."
Annuals or annuals?
Yeah,
The angels.
Doctor. I'm not going to give the doctor's name, but is no longer he. For the cases that are just kind of routine annual
passes it off to
exams.
That was the rabbi that did the
he's-
brisk.
he's-
Rabbi, cut your pecker off.
So. And it's a requirement that I ask about a chaperone. I said, well, I understand him doing that and
Yes.
dishing it off because
Yes,
I would
yes.
not imagine it's pleasant doing all that. I said, I trust you. We don't need a chaperone. I also don't envy you for having to do this. all
Yeah,
No,
day."
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
you're not in any jeopardy there. I mean, the
And-
chances that she was going to
She's not fondling
attempt
you.
anything with you
She,
are zero.
believe me, it
This was
wasn't
a young, attractive
it wasn't
female.
pleasant or easy for either one of us.
Yeah, exactly. That's just an awkward.
But my
You have this done every year?
Yeah, I didn't realize it was
I don't
every
believe I've
year.
ever had it done.
Is it every
I want to
year?
say
you've
never.
never done the
I've never done
prostate
the,
exam?
the
Okay.
finger test.
well because
they can check it with your blood also.
no, well I have had issues with my PSA and my blood work on
Okay.
that. So
Oh.
that's one other way that they can check your prostate. And then, I've had issues. I'm not going to get into the whole thing.
Yeah,
You've
but
had a
just
lot of issues.
suffice it to say,
Did you
that-
really have the issues, or did you imagine them?
no, these were all.
Oh,
I had to
really?
have a prostate
Yeah.
biopsy. We're not going to go into that.
Yeah.
And I'm a
Why
little
not?
bit.
Give some details.
No,
Jesus.
I have to do another blood work exam in 3 months and go back in 4
Okay.
months because
Okay.
things got a little hinky again with the PSA readings.
Oh,
And I'm
yeah.
not going to go into the whole
Yeah, yeah,
prostate
yeah,
health
yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
All I know is that the nice part is after she did her job yesterday, she said everything felt fine. There were no abnormalities. There
Okay.
were
How did
no
it feel for you?
bumps.
I'm sure it wasn't fine. Wasn't the first word that came to mind.
It was.
I don't know.
So it's
man.
very
That scares
uncomfortable.
me.
The reason
really
I
does.
bring it up is because I don't think the word chaperone is the.
Yeah, that's a
I'm trying to
weird word.
figure out a better question and a
Witness.
better word.
Witness.
But I don't know if I can say, "Can I get a witness?"
Yeah, but that's what it is, right? You
That
need
was the
someone-
worst movie ever made. And there was a time when I was covering Hurricanes basketball, and I was on a lot of flights. Yeah, you went through this also, where you're on a lot of planes. Where you're
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
sports
when you're
writer.
doing sports.
And every flight had the movie Witness as
Oh.
the movie.
Oh, jeez.
That was the.
And it was
the-
horrendous.
in,
With the Amish,
Amish
and all that
country with
nonsense.
Harrison
Oh,
Ford.
my God, what a
But
piece
witness. All right, so I didn't want to get a witness.
of crap. No, you didn't need a witness.
I didn't necessarily like
Chaperone
the word
makes
chaperone.
sense. Yeah, no, it's all right.
Observer is a little weird. It's like a
Observer.
UN observer,
Yeah.
peacekeeping troops or something like.
I'm telling you, just hire a parole officer. They're used to this kind of thing.
But if anybody out there who is actually listening, and again, we're a little bit later today, so hopefully it's past everybody's lunch hour. What is a better way of phrasing it instead of saying chaperone for when you need a person to come in
to watch
if-
over to make sure
to
no
watch
funny
over?
business.
There's like neither side. I would imagine
Yeah.
there could
Brian
be
was like, was there a cigarette shared after?
An observer. An observer.
an observer.
Could be an observer.
I like the word observer or witness. Because a chaperone
Chaperone, it just
feels
brought
very
back memories.
different.
It
yeah.
that I thought I was going to the prom or
Like
something.
they're not
I was not
overseeing
expecting.
you. They're making sure this person doesn't do any funny business and that you're comfortable. It doesn't feel chaperone to me. It feels more like someone just
I'd be
there.
more worried about him with the girl. than
Well,
her
that's
with
the
him.
thing.
Yeah.
That's like I would.
You never know either way. That's
should
the
say,
thing. No, it could go
you
either
want
way.
a chaperone.
An intervention artist. Yeah.
Anyway,
something
that
like
was my bizarre question of the day,
That's a
and
good question.
Yeah,
it
it's
kind of
interesting.
jarred me. The whole thing jarred me.
Did you ever go out on a date with a chaperone? I can't say that I did.
Never. No,
Yeah.
I'm not from the medieval times.
Yeah.
Like,
No, back in 1980s New
80s.
York
Yeah,
City.
we were in
This
the
was, I'm
90s,
talking
yeah.
60s.
I was
mean,
dating.
No.
and by
in the
then,
90s,
I mean, we
2000s.
were all smoking weed, so it really didn't make any
Pretty
No,
difference.
and I
we
went
were
to
fine,
public
yeah.
schools. It's like if you go to one of these prep schools, yeah, they have
Maybe.
chaperones at the
Yeah,
dance or private schools or something like that.
Yeah, I
But
was a public school guy.
I've never
Even
had
at
occasion
dances.
to have a chaperone
Even
until
at dances,
yesterday.
they're not doing the thing where they keep the spirit between you. You know, like at
Yeah.
a dance in public school, they're just hoping people survive.
Anyway, we are at Even Keel Fish Shack. It is at the corner
Hey,
of
how about Brad over there, man, hustling?
A1A Commercial
guy.
Boulevard, Lauderdale by the Sea. Season is kicking in. Brad
Yeah.
said that the
They felt
tourists, the snowbirds
Nice.
are arriving.
Oh, thank God.
And it's a nice little lunch crowd on
Yeah.
a Tuesday.
Every time we've
Veterans
been
Day.
here recently, they've been having nice little
$2 oysters is a nice deal.
That's
a
a
good draw.
great
Yeah.
deal. That's a
One of
great
the-
deal.
I thought it was only for like a happy hour, but it's all day long.
On
all day
Tuesday,
long
it's
on
all day.
Tuesday. That's been like that for a while. Monday is Muscle Madness when they have the all-you-can-eat mussels in their great broth that
Which is
they have here
Yeah.
insane,
with some
dude.
of their Texas toast. I think it's still at $19 or
It's like
$21.
How many mussels can you eat?
Could
Could
I'm
you,
not
could
the
you get a
biggest mussel
second
fan.
portion? Yeah.
You can get as many as you'd like.
I
That's
mean, you
the
could
whole
eat like a
point.
million of them. I mean,
Because mussels are easy.
That's on Monday, right?
Yeah.
Tuesday is the oysters all day.
I don't
for
know if they're
$2.
doing the lunch.
You
special.
remember what Wednesday is? Because I'm going to give a quiz.
Stone crabs.
Or the
for
burgers
$1.
one.
No.
Wednesday is dollar wings. They do in
Dollar
dollar
The
wings.
wings. The
and
wings.
It's been
We've had them.
popular.
They're really
good.
good.
I
They're
think
really
these
good.
are still ongoing, even
Yes,
though we're
yes.
getting into
He does a
season.
great job with it too.
We were here like 2 weeks ago. They,
Thursday is still
The burger
the
day, I
burger
think.
is half price, so that's
Which
why I
is
wanted
nuts.
to.
Thursdays are
$20 burger for like $10.
Yeah, and
$11.
this is a big premium
It's a
double,
double
patty, a little bit smashed, but with the high end Benton's bacon
Yeah.
and the special
I think it
sauce.
comes with the fries.
Usually
the
like a
hand-cut fries.
$21 burger. You get it for like $10.50 or
Let me ask you a
$11
question
on a
here, a
Thursday.
food question. I mean,
Yeah.
with the smash burger, I didn't realize this. My friend orders everything well done.
Mhm.
And I was at a barbecue with him the other night when they had that drone show, which was kind of a weird thing.
Oh yeah, talk about that.
Well, I mean, it was cool, except it only lasted 15 minutes. Now, for me, it was no big deal. 'Cause
You live out
I went
east,
up the
yeah.
street. I would have been on the beach anyway. And
Sonny sent a picture of it.
Sarnie was
yeah,
very.
you know what? It was.
big
I
into
mean,
this
it was
thing.
fascinating in a lot of ways that they were able to do this stuff. But I was driving home from. You'll find this surprising from the Pompano Casino,
Shocker.
and it was about 5:30. I'd already gotten buried, and took a while to lose all my money. And they were offering parking at the 26 Degree Brewery.
Right.
So
Which
that's a
our
pretty good
friends-
schlep, right? So you're thinking, all
Jonathan.
right, this is going to be a big deal. I'd been invited to this party, and the guy was going to do some grilling. And anyway, I can't imagine that people lined up for this for a 15-minute episode because by the time you literally got settled in, it was over.
Now, like
They did a great
fireworks,
job,
let me
though.
ask
They did a
this.
great
I
job.
guess-
Fireworks are usually a half
But
hour.
it's still like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
though.
Yeah. So, like, you know what you're getting on July 4th, the fireworks show.
Yeah.
Usually,
But you're
30
out there
minutes.
early.
And
and
you're
running
there,
out
people
Everybody's
playing
there.
catch,
You're
they're
grilling.
futzing.
This was specifically a drone show. I guess you could look on the
A
bright
very
side.
cool show. I mean, no
Yeah.
doubt about it.
No, I've seen some of these,
Yeah.
the way they're programmed, and they all go in perfect
Oh, it's
unison.
amazing. It was,
choreographed.
yeah.
One day, when AI takes over, those drones are going to descend and kill us all.
That's what I'm
But-
saying.
But you would have thought they might have backed it up with something else. I mean, maybe
Like
some,
have a little
have
rock
bands,
act.
have bands, yeah, have
Bands.
music.
Yes, they need a better organizer. They need Phil and Kate.
Yeah,
But,
from
but
the
if I
Visit
had
Lauderdale.
schlepped, I was saying this to Lubie on one
You
of our
have
other
kids
shows.
and you're out going
If I
out
had
of your way
come
for
from
this.
like Margate or something, and I drove over here and I parked at 26 Degree Brewery and I paid $20 to park, and then I had to walk a mile over the bridge, and I got to the beach, and this thing lasted 14 minutes. I
Yeah,
would have wanted to
be
pull my
pretty
brains
ticked
out.
off.
Yeah.
That's not,
But how much was the show?
I mean, it was a
it was
free
free.
show.
It was free.
There you
The
go.
show's
Yeah.
free.
Everybody
So
gets what
you,
they pay
you go
for.
for a day at the beach. is
But
what you
it's
do.
the thing of going through it. I had
know.
an incident.
It's a rigmarole.
A friend of mine
Yep.
experienced a thing which is really terrible when this happens, and especially it happened at the Hard Rock on last Saturday night.
Yep.
So a friend of mine's going to the Sting concert at the Hard Rock.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
Gets
Sting's
there.
he got
performing.
canceled. I heard.
Gets there,
Sting is
no
still
no
performing.
notice of the cancellation. Gets to the Hard Rock. pays the 45 or 50, whatever it is, the valet
Yeah, the
park.
valet parking. There is an
Walks
arm in the way.
inside and they say, "Staying on, that ain't happening."
No.
Right.
Now you got to wait like an hour to get your car.
I heard this story because I was actually at the Hard Rock for
How
that
could they
free
not
That's
refund your
bad.
money?
Friday
Well,
night.
they have to refund you.
Sting
They have
played
to refund you.
was supposed to play Friday and Saturday. His concert did go on Friday night, and I was actually there when I was at my free poker tournament that I did absolutely garbage in. I just got knocked out, and at 8:00, all the people were streaming in for the Sting concert. I was considering actually hey, maybe I'll just try to
See
get
what
a
it
score
takes.
ticket
Yeah.
and go in. I did not.
It would have been cool to see.
I
this,
had
yeah.
some people who went and said it was great. My friend Scott went with
Yeah.
his wife.
Roxanne.
But
I
what
mean, he's been
happened was he
involved in a lot
strained
of
his
good
voice where he got he came down,
Bronchitis, they
he
said.
came down with some sort of bug, flu, bronchitis, and his voice was gone on Saturday.
shot.
And if you're a musician or a singer, and you can't sing,
No, you can't sing.
then you can't. It's
But they got
it's
it.
Oh, you
better.
can't blame the guy
How
for
do they not let
canceling.
you know?
But
It's
they
better.
should let you know.
No, they should have sent out some sort of blast text earlier in the
Yeah,
day.
email.
Obviously, everybody gets refunded. I
Yeah,
don't
get
know if
your
the
refund.
show's being
No, but I mean, you get
rescheduled.
refunded for the valet parking.
No, then they have a captive
You get
audience,
screwed with
and
it.
you go,
You get
okay,
hammered at one of the
sorry, sir.
restaurants.
try to make the $45 back at the
But what
blackjack
if you're
table
not
or the
inclined to
sports
gamble?
book.
You just came there to see the music. You paid the.
You got hammered.
I think it's 50 to valet park or something like that. Am I 40 or 50?
Yeah, well, then you
And,
gotta
and then it's an
try to-
atrocious system they have where you feel like you're at a bus station at a Greyhound stop in some butt bleep town
Right.
where you're going to be waiting an hour and a half for the bus. And you're in there literally waiting like I never got in my car in less than a half an hour at the Hard Rock, even on a quiet night.
This is why when I do
And I
have,
like the Hard Rock. I don't mean to knock the place. But,
when I do have occasion to go to the Hard Rock, either for a poker tournament or a concert or just dinner out, I will either self-park in one of the garages
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
because
no,
I
that's
know
what I do,
I
yeah.
know
The
all the
valet's
nooks and the
insane. The valet's
crannies.
insane.
I don't ever like
Well, it's a
putting
pain in the
myself
ass.
in the hands of valet. Number one,
Takes
you got to
forever. I
wait,
hate waiting at the end of the
and
night.
number two, they could bang up your car. Who the hell
Yeah,
knows?
yeah.
I don't worry about the car, but I
or-
really don't like waiting
I
that
hate the
long
waiting.
to get a car.
I'm lucky enough that I live in close enough proximity that I could Uber there
You
if
could
I have
Uber.
to. But,
Yeah.
But the garages are easy. The
The
garage,
garage
right
is
there
good.
is
Yeah,
really
yeah,
easy.
it's all fine.
I have my veteran hack. There's the far back garage, way in the back. It's not Lucky Street. It's not the one that's the first garage that has 7
No,
stories.
the one in the back
all
there
the
is
way in the
good.
back
Yeah,
is
yeah,
where
yeah.
the
And you
old
end up on the
timers,
roof.
the
Yeah,
real
yeah.
degenerates know about that one because it was close to where.
Lucky Street Garage was good though. Remember when they had everything was on that side
Yes.
of the
Yes,
property?
Yes,
that
yes.
whole
So all the
outdoor
restaurants they had
pavilion.
I loved
Moderanos,
it,
and the
The-
Hard Rock Live was actually there. 'cause,
Yeah, the
I
Paradise.
went there a lot for
I loved it.
Colin
It was
Boxing.
They called it the Paradise
Yeah.
Complex. All those outdoor eateries and stuff. The
It was pretty
the
convenient
Gloria
back then. Yeah, I mean,
Stefan place.
certainly
and
wasn't a
they
pain.
had a cafe Martorano.
They had
out there.
Moderano, but
Moderano's
it
right
wasn't as
there.
good as the regular
No.
Moderano.
But it was still okay if you wanted to get in there for a
It
show.
really wasn't representative of Moderano. I didn't think.
I didn't have terrible experiences there, but it wasn't
all right.
like you said. It wasn't like
You know, it was weird. And there was a Moderanos for many years in the Harris Casino in Atlantic City, and it didn't approach what Moderano was like here in South Florida. And then there was, of course, one I guess at the Paris in Las Vegas. They had
Yeah.
a Moderano for many years, but I think he's finished
I think
with those.
he is. I
We
think he
slowed it
might
down.
I know the
still-
one in Atlantic City is no longer there.
He might have one in a casino like in Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh somewhere,
Oh, yeah,
or
yeah.
something like that. Because he's from Philly originally. He might have one in a Philly casino.
Well, what's your feeling about that? Shouldn't the restaurant in the casino be representative of the restaurant? I know you can't get the exact same vibe, but should the food and the presentation and the service and everything and the vibe not be somewhat similar?
This is what you want, but for these kind of celebrity chefs or these chefs that make a name and go out and do these licensing deals.
like Joe Stonecrabs
they
is out in
sh-
Vegas. I don't think I haven't been there, but I don't know. Is it
but
the
that's
same?
not run by the same.
Rayos. Yeah,
That's not the Joes that are
And
there's
the one in Chicago,
Vegas,
right?
Chicago, and Washington D.C.
They're
is
not
a
the same thing,
licensed
right?
deal. It's not run by the Weiss, and actually now it's the Savitz and Weiss family that run the one in Miami Beach. They have licensed the name and likeness and concept to another management group that runs those other three. Apparently, they do a good job. I've never been to any of the other ones. Have you been to one in Vegas?
Never been to the Joe Stonecrabs. My friends have. That they liked it. I mean, it's weird getting stone crabs in Vegas, but you can get any kind of crabs in
And-
Vegas.
Yeah. You can get
Which I
some of them
have.
can be fixed with one shot
Well,
of
you might have to
penicillin.
visit your urologist.
It's the only thing one Martorano. I guess did they get rid of all of the Moderanos?
I'm going to look it up because
I
not
don't
a
think
Hard
they're in
Rock
casinos anymore. Yeah.
and we got to give props to Steve. I
Long
know
gone from the Hard Rock.
some people don't like his style. It gets
I've
a
never
little
actually
loud
had
in there.
Moderanos. I've never had it.
You know, I like his food. He has a lot of rules, but he
created something that's so unique that you have.
you
that
got to
meatball,
give the
is that what it
man
is?
props. And I'm of the I had
and maybe the best
not
meatball
the be-
anywhere. No,
it's the most
Was he
expensive
the first one
meatball,
with the
but
big ass meatball? Was that
he had the
thing?
big ass meatball, and Bon Appetit magazine named it the best meatball in the
It was a
country.
great meatball.
Supposedly it's amazing.
There's
I've
no
never, I
doubt.
don't think I've had
great
it.
meatball.
I didn't have the best experience one time I went. I
I know, with your
haven't gone
ex-wife,
back
the
in a
whole
while,
thing.
but I did include. I give him his props because the place has been in business. It's been, I think, like 30 years, 32
And it
years.
still happens.
He started with like $25
Yeah.
in his pocket. He came down from Philly, and he came
Makes a
from,
good Philly
from-
cheesesteak.
He had a checkered
Interesting. Really
past.
good,
He
yeah.
One
admits-
chefs put
but-
him up there, which is
but-
what.
but I
respect.
like his food. I respect what he's done, and I included him in. It should be included in the next Michelin
Yeah, it
guide
should
for
do a
Broward
Michelin
as
thing.
recommended, not a full fledged
Not gonna get
star.
started.
More Andy Cagnetta, iconic.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
iconic.
yeah.
It's
I'd like to
iconic.
get in there
But they
for that.
recommended, like
but
a
I put
Joe's.
it in my list when I wrote that story about Michelin and what they got wrong. And I said that
Yeah, you gotta
places
have
like
Moderanos.
Runway 84 and Moderano should be
Yeah.
in there as
Have you been
recommended.
banned by the Michelin people? Are you on their list?
I don't care. I don't give a crap about them. They could go pound sand because
It's been exposed as being a bit,
Yeah,
for
very
the
much.
amount of attention that you
bunch
pay
of
to it, man.
pretentious
kind
frou-frou
of
a
Well,
fraudulent.
my problem is so often when you're in the Portnoy does a pizza, right?
Yeah.
Usually it'll build you up and you'll sustain. My problem with Michelin is if you're getting these stars, the restaurant shouldn't go out of business in the next
the
6
next
months.
day, yeah.
Like within 6 months, they go out of business. It's like, okay, this is something people go worldwide to find, and it does nothing. Like that's weird to me.
as they
that-
say with every investment, past performance is not an
Yeah.
indication of future success. So,
And horse racing too. I mean,
but I think so. Moderano. After I wrote that they should be included as
my
recommended, I
dining at
heard
Moderano was sort of, I mean, it was a little bit underwhelming, I would say.
no. I've had like some of the food
The
there is
regular
very
food,
good,
yeah.
but I've been invited back because I got included them, and actually Steve's new wife or fiance said, "Oh, we'd love to have you back in there." And I want to take him up on it because people that I
You
know and
should.
respect, like Falsetto,
Yes.
swears by the place. He loves
Danny
going there.
loves Martorano.
And Danny loves Martorano. I will give them another chance.
Yeah,
Again,
yeah.
I will go on the earlier side because I'm an old person now, and I don't need the whole disco ball vibe and the DJ spinning everything. But to go in there at 6:30 and have
Our friend-
a dinner, I'm open to that.
Our
So,
friend Brian, who is of high food taste,
yes,
says the veal Sinatra, which I've never heard of, is fantastic at Martorano's.
Yep. And but don't ask for the Parmesan cheese there
And you
on
don't
your
get
seafood.
butter with your bread. I don't know.
Right,
Blanche
no
said
butter.
the
That's
thing.
olive oil only on your bread.
Well, that's fine.
And don't ask for the Parmesan cheese on any seafood pasta dish because they will not bring it. They will refuse. What do you think about that? We were talking about this yesterday with Lino, who is Manuela's husband, great chef that has been at several Italian restaurants. Lino, who's from Italy, said he used to also like turn up his nose at customers who wanted Parmesan cheese for their linguine with clams. Do you like cheese? I mean, and
I think
go,
you should get whatever you want.
yeah, and I'm of that opinion.
especially Parmesan cheese. I'm a
But
big
you can't
Parmesan
do
cheese
that at Martorano's because I went with a person at the time who we had like it was a seafood dish. I don't think it was linguine with clams, but it was like a shrimp fra diavolo.
fan. Okay,
and the
yeah, but that's
person-
like a tomatoey sauce, though.
Shrimp fra diavolo doesn't seem like a Parmesan cheese.
It's
But
not
the
'cause the
person
spices
I
is so
was
good.
with,
but
wanted
if you
some
want it, have it.
Parmesan
Yeah, okay,
cheese,
Parmesan.
and they didn't say well it's better with that. They just gave a flat out no.
Yeah.
No way, no how. And if you keep
Same
insisting,
thing
we'll
in
throw
Italy,
you
though.
out.
In
So-
Italy,
Oh,
they
Italy, they
look
don't
at you like you're
yeah,
a
they
complete
don't
ass.
just give you
Yeah,
Parmesan
yeah.
cheese. No.
But didn't we hear a story one time? I forget where, but
They
somebody
hand
was,
you a shaker and say, "Here, do it yourself."
Italy it should be a
You're
block
not-
of
you're
cheese
not
with a
getting
real
it.
grater.
I
They
don't
should
know
have a
if they
guy
do.
there.
None of
like,
that.
I don't even
Wood
think they do
post
that.
looking like,
But I forget who. And somebody told me a story about it was an Italian guy saying, "You know why the Italians never want to give you the Parmesan with the clams or the
Well,
seafood?"
you'll know
He goes,
the secret
because
or whatever.
because
like-
it's like because it's so freaking good.
yeah,
and
it's
they
a
don't want you
secret.
to.
It's the
So
secret.
like
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not into these silly rules except for no pineapple on pizza. But that's it.
Which again, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Hey, let's take our first break. We're gonna get visited
Mr.
by
Brad's gonna be joining
Brad,
us.
and we're going to talk about the upcoming Visit Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival is going to be having one of their intimate dinners here. It's going to be a great night. It's going to be actually on Wednesday, January 21st. And Brad and Dave, who are obviously the proprietors and talented chefs here at Even Keel, they're going to be welcoming a couple of their old friends from their restaurants past. Their mentor, Dean James Max, who is well regarded and has had a stable of really talented young chefs when he operated the it was 3030 at the Harbor Beach Marriott. Did you ever get in there? The Harbor Beach Marriott in Fort Lauderdale back in the day when Dean James Max was running the show, but he had people like Paula De Silva in there, Brad, Dave, Pushkar Marath, Jeremy Ford, who's gone on to fame and fortune.
Yeah, he's like a guy that has like the coaching tree. That's like an iconic coaching tree.
And that was a great place. So they're kind of putting the band back together for that dinner that's going to be here. Right here.
That's great.
Limited number of seats. It's going to be a great night because it's Dean James Max, their mentor.
Not Jeremy Ford, though.
Not Jeremy. They couldn't get Jeremy. He's so busy now. But Pushkar Marath.
Pushkar. Oh, wow.
Pushkar has stage, and he's got places that have been recognized by Michelin up in Palm Beach Gardens.
Oh, that's amazing.
And we're supposed to be getting in there to do a show at some point with him. But Dean James Max and these guys, VLFoodWine.com is the website. Go online. You can click on not just the intimate dinners. And I just looked today. 4 of those dinners are sold out. Our friend Reno Heritage sold out.
Nice.
The Evelyn's, which is one of my favorite chefs in town, that is a sellout. Caluso, which is at the New Pier 66, that's a sellout.
Nice.
And then Moss, which is the only place in Broward
that
has an actual star. That one is sold out as well. Those dinners are great. And there's also these other seminars and classes that also, those are some of the best values. Go online to VL Food Wine. One of those seminars is going to feature our friend Roberto on that Tuesday night.
He's definitely the guy to go to for
Union Kitchen and Bar is doing both a dinner, and then Roberto is doing a sparkling wine seminar.
Wait a minute. What is that, Mayo?
That is the poutine.
Oh, he wasn't here last time. You weren't here last time.
You missed. That's right. You were in Keeneland last time. This is a new item. We'll get into ridiculous here, but but this is a poutine fries.
It's ridiculous.
He puts on the cheese.
Oh, that's a Canadian thing.
And it's
but it's their version. So it's like he braided it up.
Amazing. Really
it's like lobster. It's like
he did last time with a bisque. It was a lobster bisque. It just seems like a more traditional with a gravy.
Yeah, that's not.
But we got the fish and chips for you, the burger here.
Don't think Lubie is sleeping on the fish and chips.
No, we all eat it. It's my favorite fish and chips.
Lots of stuff going on here during VL Food Wine Festival. Again, January 19th, 20th.
You guys got to get in on it. They're selling out quick this year.
They'll be at the Grand Tasting, and they're defending. Oh, not defending, but they are. They have been
It's still the first half of November. That's amazing that the movement.
Again, this has become a very popular event.
So who's the defending champion?
Well, of the Judges Award or the People's Choice Award, I don't even recall because, but I know that a couple of years ago one was cold, and these guys had the
that was amazing.
The intelligence to make that great soup. It was like a coconut pumpkin crab.
It was ridiculous.
Curry.
Holy crap!
That thing's great.
Their soups here are nuts. I'm glad they did another soup. Their soups are wonderful.
What do you got there? Split pea, it looks like.
All right, go online now. VLFoodWine.com. Get your tickets today. It makes a great gift during the holiday season for the food lover in your life. VLFoodWine.com. All right, let's take the first break. And then we'll welcome Brad in here.
Brad's running.
Here he comes.
He's running. Oh, I can't believe he got
back after this. He's
going
Keel fish.
Right.
Oh.
When people come to me and say, Mike, where should I go out to eat? I got guests coming from out of town. Where should we go? Cafe Seville. That's the answer. 2768 East Oakland Park Boulevard. It's a Fort Lauderdale perennial. Serving the finest in Spanish and continental cuisine in a cozy, friendly, comfortable setting. Joey Esposito and Sally, his better half, they've been running the place for a long time. It's been open since the 1980s. They got great Spanish classics like paella, shrimp with garlic sauce, and all kinds of great seafood dishes. The stuffed veal chop, that's my favorite. Go to Cafe Seville. It's open every day but Sunday at 5 p.m. for dinner. Tell them that the Lunchbox, Mayo, and Defo sent you. If you like seafood in a comfortable setting, outdoors, Even Keel Fish Shack at the corner of A1A and Commercial Boulevard in Lauderdale by the Sea, upscale food in a down-home setting. The chef owners, Dave and Brad, do a terrific job with all the seafood classics that you want. They have the best grilled oysters in town, bang bang shrimp, lobster rolls, and deli fish specials. They also have weekend brunch Saturday and Sunday. They have deli happy happy hour 4 to 7. And they also have other weekly specials like mussels on Monday and oysters on Tuesday. Go to Even Keel Fish Shack and tell them that the Lunchbox sent you. Looking for a real New York slice? Check out Peter's Pizzeria, your neighborhood pizza shop. With 2 locations, 1166 North Federal Highway in Pompano Beach and 897 East Palmetto Park Road in Boca Raton. Slices, whole pies, specialty pizzas, heroes, rice balls, salads, pastas, and Mama's homemade desserts. It's New York flavor, Florida made. Originally from Long Island, Peter brings passion and pride to his pizzas. No matter where you're from, you'll feel right at home. Open every day but Monday for lunch and dinner with delivery and takeout. Place your order today at mypeters.com.
Hey Lunchbox fans, is it time to sell your business? You've poured your heart and soul into your restaurant or business, and you want to see continue the legacy you have built. Transworld can help. Call me, Andy Cagnetta, at Transworld Business Advisors right now and see if it's time for you to retire and relax. Iconic brands like the Mai Kai, Mulligans, Carlos and Pepe's, Mangoes, and many more turn to Transworld to help sell. Contact Transworld on Facebook or call 954-772-1122 or visit tworld.com. Again, that's 954-772-1122 or tworld.com.
When I'm looking for some wicked good food for a wicked good lunch, there's only one place to go. That's Wicked Cheesesteaks in Fort Lauderdale. It's at 4824 North Federal Highway, just south of Commercial Boulevard and across from Holy Cross Hospital. My friend Brian there, he will hook you up with some really tasty treats. They've got cheesesteaks, just like the best you can find in Philly, along with lobster rolls, because that's where he's from, Maine originally. And they have wings and pizza and everything you want to have a really good time. Wicked Cheesesteaks. They're open every day but Tuesday. Check them out online, wickedcheesesteaks.com. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Guess who's back and better than ever? Juan's. For the best in classic old school Chinese cuisine, a family-run South Florida favorite since 1966. It's at 664 North Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale, open every day but Tuesday for lunch and dinner. Chef Alex is carrying on the family tradition that started 4 generations ago. It used to be known as Christina Juan's Mandarin House, and you're going to love it as Juan's. They've got all your favorites: wonton soup, spare ribs, egg rolls, dumplings, Peking duck, and more. Combo lunch specials daily and takeout and delivery. For more information, go to their Instagram page at wans.fl. If you're looking for a great place for steaks, seafood, and more, go to Tropical Acres Steakhouse and Butcher Shop. It's at 2500 Griffin Road in Dania, just west of I-95 and the airport. They've been there a long time, since 1949. That means they're doing something right. You'll get old school hospitality from the Studiali family, along with great value, tremendous service. Of course, you could also go into the bar for happy hour every day, 4 to 6, and they have great value all night long. Also, a butcher shop that's open every day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. except Sunday. The dining room is open every day at 4:30 except Sunday. Go to Tropical Acres. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. All right, we're back at Even Keel Fish Shack, and we're joined by proprietor, chef extraordinaire, Brad. Welcome back.
Thanks, Mike.
And
Thanks for being
is here. We brought some cool weather.
Yeah, you did.
And you responded in kind with some good, soul-nourishing things. The soup, the poutine, which we had last time. But
Yeah.
Defo wasn't here. He was up in Keel.
Oh, that's right.
That is a great version of that.
It's fantastic.
I never really was that familiar with it. We had it about a year ago, it seems like. We got the Federal, and they had a nice version of it. This is unique. And then whatever you did to the soup,
So it's
each bite is different. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Let's talk the soup. What is in it?
Celery root and green apple. So we do your traditional. It's a little. They dug into a little bit already, but your traditional kind of mirepoix. We call it our seafood mirepoix. So it's onion, celery, carrots with a little bit of fennel in there. Obviously the green apple, some celery root, and then we basically make like a vegetable stock out of that. Lots of nice rosemary, and then puree all that with a little bit of cream. So the soup itself is vegetarian. And then the garnish itself, we do a little bit of green apple. We put a little celery root. And then we do pickled mussels in the garnish.
Pickled mussels, which gives it that seafood, a little seafood essence.
Right.
And again,
you know what? Screw the vegetarians. I like it. This is a
Don't-
seafood restaurant.
We leave it open in case
Well, yeah,
somebody,
yeah.
you know, you never know.
Oh,
But
so you can have the vegetarian.
you can,
version.
yeah. Just I have a shellfish allergy. Like, okay, here's the soup.
Right,
you know.
and you are
Nice.
much more kind-hearted than me because I would say I would
This is on the menu.
Yeah, 100%.
Regular? Oh,
Yeah,
wow,
yeah. We
okay.
just did all this stuff. We just the poutine, the soup. We just put on the menu a couple
again,
weeks
fall
ago.
season, and this again, perfect day to enjoy this soup.
100%.
And it screams
Yep.
fall
Oh, what a
because
taste.
it's got that slightly sweet apple taste, but
Right.
then everything else in it is savory, and
Right, right.
pickled mussels.
Yeah,
That's great. It's unique.
yeah,
It's the creative touch that you expect here, but you don't have to get all dressed up.
right.
Today, you might have to throw on a sweater or something
Right,
like
right,
that, but
right.
otherwise,
Yeah,
come
nothing,
as you are. to
nothing
even
fancy,
Keel.
just simple, like you said, soul food, comfort food. That's
Yeah.
kind of
And
where we're at.
Again, this poutine, describe it for Defo because he missed it a few weeks ago.
So,
it's a
those
hand-cut fries.
Those are our house cut fries.
Best fries in town.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Now we're frying them in the beef tallow. And
Beef
then
tallow.
it's real simple. We get some chick lobsters.
RFK
Uh,
Jr. approved.
There you go.
We get some chick lobsters, break them all down. The meat goes to the lobster roll. Obviously, the shells get crushed up. We just make a real simple lobster stock with a little bit of cognac, lots of fresh tarragon, lots of fresh basil, your normal stock vegetables. Cook that all down. Then we strain it off. Then we bring it back again with some more of those same vegetables and bring back that lobster stock. We add a touch of cream at the end and blend it all up. It's actually a gluten-free lobster bisque.
You know,
Fries is what we're calling it, with some cheese curds and then some fresh chives on top. But
amazing.
yeah, that soup takes like
The
8
soup,
hours to
I've
make.
had 3
probably.
different spoonfuls, and
Yeah.
each one tasted different.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is phenomenal, and all great. I mean, the unique flavorings.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
like I said, I was trying to top the place to my friend, get him to come down here, and it's really an experience. The way you deal with ingredients,
yeah.
Yep.
Thank you.
and the unique flavors that you have. I don't think you get this any other place.
And we're constantly changing it up.
Yep.
We, you
I was
know,
gonna say that's
I mean, this will be come and get it while it's here because we're probably going to be changing it in the next like
Seasonal,
3 weeks.
fresh,
Right.
and you like to, you adjust with whatever is coming in freshest,
Right.
whatever the
Exactly.
fish. And I know you did that great lobster dish last time. Is
Yeah.
that still
Oh
on
yeah, the
menu?
fried rice. Yeah, the spiny lobsters.
that
That's
was
a local
wonderful.
lobster with
That was wonderful.
the fried rice and the pineapple.
And then we have a couple of permanent residents.
Oh,
on
man.
the
Yeah,
menu
yeah. I
here
can't
that
have
can-
Defo
the
here
fish-
without making the fish and
the
chips.
fish and
Fish
chips.
Yeah.
chips is
Best,
so
best
good.
in the
Yeah.
city.
It's
Yeah.
been
It's
a
like
while.
the veal in The Godfather. It's the
Yeah.
best in
Try,
the city.
try the fish and chips. It is
Yeah.
the best in the county.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And I'm putting my reputation on that.
We
I
do
say
too.
I have not had a better fish and chips. What is the technique? And it's beer batter.
It's a
or-
beer. So we use Narragansett.
Narragansett.
We find
Rhode
it's either
Island's
that
finest.
Rhode Island's finest, but it's not even. It goes deeper than that. We find that the bubbles in certain beers help make better beer batters.
Okay.
Surprisingly, like the High Life, Miller High Life.
Yeah.
Actually, the champagne of beers, the bubbles in that are very, very small,
Oh, yeah,
which makes
good
a
on
puffier beer batter.
You found
Wow.
a use
You've
for Miller
actually
High Life?
tested-
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Saying it for motor oil.
One for us and one for the beer batter.
So you do that. You've tested different
We've
beers.
it's just
Did
as you could tell, I
No,
am
you
a
like
beer
your beer, you
connoisseur.
like your beer, yeah.
And as you I don't know, I don't want to be like
Did you
uppity
start
about
off
it.
by
No,
using
no,
Red
no.
Stripe or am I
We
imagining?
did. No,
Yeah.
we did because I like the flavor from Red Stripe. Red
Right.
Stripe has like that
Hooray,
natural,
beer.
like citrusy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got
Yeah.
like a citrusy kind of background flavor, but we went for more texture than
Mhm.
the
And
flavor
texture is
because we want the
beautiful.
fish to stand out too. So
And the fish
Uh,
itself is local.
it's local. It's whatever our
Mahi.
fish. Actually, one of our good fishmongers is back behind us. I got to sit talk to him after we're done. But we just say, hey, Rich, send us whatever's the freshest.
Really?
Whatever's the most local, most fresh.
Today
I think it's mahi today.
Okay.
Yesterday was sea bass. I'm a huge
Oh,
fan
really?
of
So
sea
you've
bass.
done other
fish
things.
and
Okay,
chips,
we
yes.
always catch the mahi.
We've
amazing.
done. We've had snapper. We've had grouper fish and chips.
Really?
Whatever we can get, we'll
and
make fish
you
and chips.
can
out.
taste the freshness of
Yeah,
the fish. And
100%.
I mean, it's
No,
not an
that's amazing.
afterthall.
Yeah.
It's not hidden by the
Right.
coating.
Right.
No,
It's
no.
enhanced by the coating.
Right.
Yes.
I love this fish and chips.
Yeah, it's great.
It is very, very
I
good.
have been cutting back on my fried foods, but you put this in front of me, I can't
It's hard.
resist.
Yeah, you gotta at least
What-
have one.
this-
Once a month, I have to remind myself of how.
You could go to all the English pubs in town. You
Yeah.
won't
Yeah.
find anything
Yeah.
like
Not getting
this.
better than
100%.
Well, usually, and again, fish and chips is usually, I don't want to see the term throw in because it's like, for my mom, it's a go to. Like,
Sure.
But it's one of those, like you were talking about, comfort food dishes that every place has. And if you do a cod and you put some breading on it, it's going to be solid.
If we were in the Northeast, we'd probably be using cod or black cod or a haddock or something like that. But we're not. We're in South Florida.
What I was going to say is I appreciate that because yours does stand out.
Yeah.
To me, it is a go-to dish. To me, it is, and you do a lot of fantastic things here. It rises above other fish and chips because you can tell the mahi, you can tell the fish you're using, which is a different kind of fish than what normally is used.
And the coating doesn't overwhelm the taste of the fish.
Exactly.
But let me ask
you can really taste the freshness.
Yeah.
One last technical question. Are you also frying this in tallow or is this in a vegetable oil?
That is fried in vegetable oil.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Right.
You don't want tallow with
It gets a little strong. I mean, some people
Listen to you
prefer
with
we
tallow.
we did a lot of testing
tallow
with
with potatoes is beautiful.
Right.
Tallows with fish.
Right. It's a little much. We
Yeah.
tried doing the whole fried snapper in the tallow, which again, it adds a different flavor. But I think when you're going to eat seafood, you want it. You don't want to. That it's kind of a.
I hear RFK Jr. likes his bear fried in tallow. All right, I'm gonna stop
anything fried in tallow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But no, the fish again. It is a classic dish, and also served with the house cut fries.
House cut fries.
It makes all the difference.
The homemade coleslaw with a little bit of apple and sweet onion.
Yeah. And then last but not least, we've got your house burger, which is describe it, double patty.
What
Double
happened to the
patty.
other half of that one?
No.
I just had a quarter.
Oh, you had some? Okay. I thought it was all mayo.
I had Gaston cut it in quarters just so Mike wouldn't actually try and shove it.
You know what happens.
Thank
He
you.
knows.
I appreciate it.
It's a dry aged beef, ground up, dry aged chuck. It's specifically just for us from a really great local purveyor. Onion jam with a little bit of apple cider vinegar, fresh thyme, and some honey, and then our Benton's bacon from Tennessee. On top
Let me
of
ask you
that,
a question. How do you feel about it when people ask for it well done?
Well, this is well done.
It is
well done.
I mean,
Is that the way
it's
it's
a
supposed
smash
to be?
burger. The
Yeah.
way we go for it, Defo, is if we get
Can
it,
you
if we
try
get
and
a
make it
medium,
You don't get the crust.
because it's such a we do the double
You
4
smash
ounce
the crap
patties.
out of it,
Yeah, so like in order to get that char, that
Yep.
crispiness on the
Yep.
top.
Yep.
But the reason why we went dry age is because it's not going to lose its juice. Like
It
it's going to
doesn't,
be
yeah, it
juicy.
doesn't.
It's going to stay juicy
It
no matter what.
retains its fat and flavor
Right,
and
exactly.
juiciness. Look, I have had issues philosophically with smash burgers because
But
I
you
do
can't
like a
get it
big,
medium,
thick,
medium
hefty,
rare.
medium rare burger.
Sure.
But yours is delicious because if you concentrate on the flavor.
Sure.
And I recently had a smash burger at a new place that Beast recommended over in Oakland Park called BMC Smash
Okay.
Burgers. I don't know if you've ever.
I haven't been yet.
They do a really good job because he really smashes down. He gets that whole lattice
Yeah,
effect
yeah,
where it's
right.
just like crust.
Right.
Beast calls it meat candy, but I've been telling Beast to come here because I highly recommend yours.
It's fantastic.
Flavor wise, it is fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Thank you.
job well done. And
Thank you.
not everybody likes seafood. There are people who have shellfish allergies, so you've always kept the meat and the chicken
Between
on
Yeah, say the
between
chicken
the
dish is
burger,
wonderful,
we've got
too.
the Nashville hot bao buns,
Oh.
which is really really
We
cool.
haven't tried it yet. Okay, we'll have to do
I
that
think for
next.
season we'll probably, as we get in the next few weeks, month, we'll bring back that roasted chicken. I love that
We're
dish.
gonna
I
say
do,
your
and
roasted
that's
chicken
just,
dish is
just
really
a
nice.
simple
roasted airline, yeah.
perfection, perfect for winter
It's just
time.
comfort food, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we've got the hanger steak with Bernays, the old
Okay.
school Bernays. Yeah, it's really really
So,
fun.
Even Keel Fish Shack, it's not just fish
No.
and seafood.
I'm
and,
from the Midwest. I can't. I gotta have some land animal on there.
But whatever you want, you can get it here, and it's all good. All right, let's talk. Visit Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival.
Yes.
You've obviously taken part for years, and you won the People's Choice one year at the Grand Tasting
did.
with the what was it, the pumpkin curry?
We
soup
did the
or-
pump with the lobster, the spiny
spiny
lobster, and that.
lobster.
Yeah, we got lucky that we woke up and it was 40
40
degrees
degrees.
that
Enter
morning.
this
Yeah.
one. Enter this one.
Yeah,
Your soups
well,
are wonderful.
Yeah, we had planned it out, and it just so happened it was like fingers crossed, and I mean it was a little. I'm sure everybody else at the event was a little deterred, but when you've got 500 other restaurants or whatever,
Yeah.
85
Gotta
other
stand
restaurants,
out, yep.
they're all serving ceviche on a 40-degree morning, and we've got hot soup. Yeah, we're gonna.
You kicked butt that
Yeah,
year.
that was a good.
And
Pick.
again,
You had his vote.
Yeah, I know.
and you again take part in the Grand Tasting every year. That's going to be Saturday, January 24th. And we were talking earlier about you are hosting a special intimate dinner this year, Wednesday, January 21st. And I was talking about your mentor, Dean
Mhm.
James Max,
Yep.
is going to be you bringing the band back.
Bringing the
together.
band back. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Pushkar's going to come all the way down from
Palm Beach Gardens.
Palm Beach Gardens. I haven't
Nice.
seen him in a minute. It's going to
Parks
be a
North.
lot of fun. It's going to be a ton of fun. I spent my first 15 years with Dean traveling around the U.S. and the Caribbean, working in his other restaurants. Probably wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. But
now I was asking Defo about if he ever went to 3030, which was at the Harbor Beach Marriott. I don't think I ever got in there during the heyday, and I really regret that now. I don't know why.
I could have sworn maybe one of the first times I met you or heard about
you.
You
know what? I was probably
I think you were still working for the Sun Sentinel, and you were really busy back then too, although being all over the place.
Back then I wasn't even the food critic when you guys were all there. I was just like a news or sports writer, but I would come in and go to different restaurants because I like to eat.
Right.
But back then, I mean, talk about that cast of. I mean, just. Talk about Dean and his influence.
Yeah,
on you.
I mean, he just I guess growing up, I've always been obsessed with food and cooking, and it's not until you enter a kitchen like that to where you're exposed to like this is how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be done, and that's I learned at a very young culinary age of this is how things are supposed to be. You know, the organization that all goes into running a not just a restaurant, but even just a kitchen.
Right.
And the focus on the product. The one thing that Dean was always crazy about, and it reflected from the stuff that we did at 30 was it was the products. It was just about the ingredients.
Yeah, and then get out of the way, right? I mean, you get good stuff, and obviously you make some great innovative recipes.
Sure, but you
respect the ingredients.
You have to know what you're working with in order to make it the way that it was. And I probably spent my first 3 years in that kitchen. Obviously, I was working pantry because we had Pushkar and Jeremy and Paula and all these guys. I had to wait my turn, but through that, it was like just watching and listening.
Murderer's Row of chefs and young culinary talent.
The product knowledge, it's something that I was always, but until you're in a kitchen like that where you're not exposed to stuff like that, it's kind of where it just all
was
took
there
off.
a signature dish there that now you also have here?
Our mussels are the ones that Dean used to serve over there of a variation of that, but very similar.
Oh, was that also from? I'm blanking on the name. A buddy's wife from Southport.
Noi.
She used to work there as well.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. She was a bartender. Yeah, she was a bartender.
That mussel recipe 100%. Also over in Southport.
Yeah. So that I went and saw Neven up last year for Pushkar's birthday. He was still serving the roasted onion with the potatoes au gratin in the middle of it. So that's something fun. I think that for that dinner that we're going to do in January, we might throw in there a couple items, old school
classic
items. Some classic stuff.
And Dean, have you cooked with him in a while?
I haven't seen him in a minute. He's been busy. I mean, he's all over the place.
Because I know you used to do some food festival. He does like Grand Cayman Food Festival or Hawaii. He goes around the festival
He's
circuit.
all over the place. But well, it's Dave and I've kind of had our hands full this last year and a half with everything that's been going on.
It's been
with we had our own stuff to do. So it'll be a great break for us.
Do you find yourself that it's a little bit more relaxing just to have one location, and now you could just focus all your energy and creativity on one?
Yes, Las Olas was such a hard. It was such a
wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah, and I don't know about wrong place. Probably more wrong time than wrong place. I mean, Las Olas will always be Las Olas, but I think Dave and I are still interested in expanding. I think it's not mostly even for us. It's for our guests that we want other people in this area to experience local seafood. It's not as predominant as you would think in a place that's the yacht capital of the world. So it's there's always going to be an opportunity. I think it was
Hollywood and Dania.
Yeah, exactly.
A good high-end seafood place. So
there's going to be opportunity, and we're open to it. But yeah, it was before things got a little too before we got spread too thin.
Right.
Let's wheel it back in.
Here, focus and the food. The focus on the food, the hospitality. It's good to see people enjoying a holiday, Veterans Day today.
Yeah.
It's all good. And again, so that festival dinner, Wednesday, January 21st. It's all part of the big festival. VLFoodWine.com is the website to go get your tickets today. I think the dinner, again, you're going to have the full menu, but it is going to be worth every penny.
100%.
You guys know
it's going to be very fun. Pushkar, we have it set up for everybody that knows Dean and Dave and I and Pushkar. We're probably not going to have that menu set till a week before the event, like, just because we're gonna let our fishermen, our farmers, and everybody let us know what they're gonna have
What's fresh?
ready. We'll probably
fresh
post something in the next couple
And
weeks.
it includes beverages.
100%. We're gonna course everything out. Bootleg will be here.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
How much are the
Bootleg.
tickets?
I think it's 195 or 175.
Something like that. Right.
It's
With
below
everything included.
200.
Right.
It's the whole thing.
Everything included. It's going to be a cozy experience, and it's going to be great.
It's gonna be great.
And again, that is going to be on the Wednesday night, the 21st, and you'll also be taking part as usual in the grand
Oh, the grand
tasting
tasting. Nice.
Yeah.
on Saturday the 24th. Looking forward to it. I actually might reach into my pocket and buy a couple of
I think you
tickets
got
for
to
the event.
fork over a couple of bucks.
Yeah.
The distinction of flavors, though, amazing, Brad.
Thank you.
Every
Thank you,
time we
Devo.
come here,
I'm telling you, if the
it never
weather
ceases
is
to
like
amaze.
this, the soup is not
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
It's not- your
That is
soups are
great.
fantastic.
What's crazy is most of our
and no one
menu
does soups.
it could be viewed as comforty when
Yes.
it's colder outside, but it also be viewed as light when it's hot
Yes.
outside. It's
Yes.
kind of
No,
it's kind of
that is
kinda
an
weird,
Amazing soup. Maybe the best soup I
I
had.
the
like, I
contrast.
like
I want to say lifetime.
Thank
It's
you,
among the
thank
best
you.
I've ever
Oh,
had. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, no,
That's
their
high
soups
praise.
are
Yeah.
amazing.
These guys know how to bring it. Oh, and I
Wow.
forgot to mention a portion of the proceeds from all these events at the festival are going to a great cause. The Joe DiMaggio Children's
nice.
Hospital receive a portion of the benefits, including from those dinners. So, again, as Reno, our friend, says, drink for the kids, eat for the kids. It's all helping out a great cause, and we love Phil and Kate and the Visit Lauderdale Food Wine
He's
Festival.
on his game, this guy. Isn't
Oh,
he?
yeah.
He's on his game.
He
Wow,
knows.
wow.
No matter what it is, a
That's-
burger, fish and chips, some of the more
It never turns off. It's
Yeah.
always it's in your
Absolutely
blood.
fantastic.
It's in your blood.
they
Wow.
managed to spin that little extra touch. So
Yeah.
even some of the things that you
Mayo,
say,
I wasn't going to eat
Basic.
today. I can't help
look what
myself. I
happened.
mean,
Look
I'm
at
scarfing
it.
like I'm going to the
come
chair.
to even keel. These things
Unbelievable.
happen. Brad, we appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Great
I
to
do want to
see
say my dad is a veteran, Air Force and National
Thank
Guard.
you
So
for
salute to
service.
all the veterans out there. Thank you so much for
Thank you for your
everything you've done
service.
for us to be able to be here today.
I saw
Yes,
everybody
yes.
online on that Facebook. A lot of people I know who I didn't realize were in the military. They're all posting their old pictures
Yeah.
in uniform. I was an Eagle Scout, but I don't think I could.
I don't
post
know if that
is
counts.
not
That doesn't
service.
count.
The soapbox derby or whatever.
I could tie some knots.
Yeah, there you go.
I could build a campfire. No, military service is a
Yeah.
different kind of animal. And
Wow.
again, thank you for everybody who served. Thank your dad.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
thank you. We're going to see you again in a few weeks. Hopefully, we can get Dean James.
Yeah,
back, the
hopefully we
man
get some.
himself,
We get one of those
Or
guys to
push
maybe
car.
come down.
We'll
That'd
get
be great. Or
somebody to come
both.
down.
I mean, that would be incredible.
because we want everybody to support that event. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be great.
It'll be al fresco, and in January, I think it's going to be. I
It'll
think
be
it's going to be
beautiful.
perfect
It'll
weather
be beautiful.
that day.
Yeah,
So
no matter what, rain or shine, hot or cold,
we
it's
figure
gonna
it
be
out.
great. We'll
Yeah,
figure it
we'll
out.
It's always good.
Great
All
job,
right.
Brad. Wow.
Thank you,
Let's
guys.
take our
Great.
second break, and then we'll come back and we'll wrap up this edition of the Lunchbox from Even Keel in Lauderdale by the Sea. The finest quality, warm hospitality, and world-class creativity. Those are the ingredients that make Daniel's, a Florida steakhouse, a special place. Come experience the restaurant that's Michelin Guide recommended and totally Mike Mayo's Lunchbox approved, with an impressive collection of steaks, seafood, and more, like their foie gras creme brulee. Daniel's is located at 620 South Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale, just south of the New River Tunnel, open Tuesday through Sunday for dinner. For reservations and information, go to danielssteak.com. Hey, it's Mayo here for Prezzo Italian Restaurants. 2 locations, Boca Raton at Park Place on Military Trail and Palm Beach Gardens in the PGA Commons on PGA Boulevard. Contemporary Italian cuisine with house-made pastas, wood-fired pizzas, salads, veal, chicken, and of course their famous focaccia bread with oven-roasted garlic bulbs. In Garlic We Trust is their slogan, and you can trust Prezzo for a great experience with gracious service and tremendous value. Open 7 days, featuring brunch, lunch, dinner, and happy hour. Great wine deals and full bar at both locations. For reservations and more information, go to eatprezzo.com. Same great Thai food, beautiful new location. I'm talking about Eat Thai, now in Boca Raton at 6299 North Federal Highway. Thai cuisine is having a moment, and Chef Sopanut makes some of the best in South Florida. A hip and modern spot with authentic Thai street food and some innovative twists. The spicy oxtail soup, Thai bouillabaisse, shrimp ceviche, and classic noodle dishes will wow you. And they now offer full liquor and craft cocktails too. Open every day but Tuesday for lunch and dinner. Go to eatthaiflorida.com for more information.
Delicious Mexican food with innovative twists. Margaritas with a medley of tongue-tingling flavors. I'm talking about Taco Craft, Taqueria, and Tequila Bar. The place to go on Taco Tuesday and every day. It's located at 510 North Federal and Highway in Fort Lauderdale, and also in Lauderdale by the Sea at Plantation Walk and Coral Springs. Taco Craft has specials every day, including bottomless drinks for Sunday brunch, and Taco Tuesdays, including their new birria tacos with bone marrow broth. Oh, it's so good. They've even made a taco lover out of me, and they've got so much more, including fajitas, that open-face smashed cheeseburger tortilla that's new, and a guacamole sample that's an explosion of flavors. The kitchen is open late. There's delivery and takeout. For more information, go to tacocraft.com. Tell them Mike Mayo, the Lunchbox, sent you. A tradition for South Florida sports fans for more than 30 years. Shenanigans. It's at 1300 South Federal Highway in Dania Beach, the place to go for all your favorite teams and events and food that's not your ordinary sports bar fare. Award-winning wings, burgers, fresh fish, and more, TV screens galore, and all-day happy hour specials. The kitchen and bar are open into the wee hours, perfect for late-night bites and very close to the airport. For playoff action, football season, and a good time anytime, Shenanigans. Great seafood and more at Mignonette, Miami. It's in the Edgewater neighborhood at 210 Northeast 18th Street, close to the Arch Center and Heat Arena. Mignonette is open every day for dinner, and it serves the freshest fish and raw bar items with a daily selection of the finest oysters around. Chef owner Danny Surfer and his team are eager to please. Mignonette is Michelin Guide recommended and Lunchbox approved. For reservations and information, go to mignonnettemiami.com.
Ooh, we're back. A little bit of a wind whipping through, but that's okay. We got our good stick to the ribs food here.
Yes, sir.
And I'm like you, Defo. I can't stop eating. I even took
me
my...
either. Yeah, I didn't want to. I wanted to eat nothing today.
Me too.
You can't do it when you come to Even Keel.
Place,
you can't come to Even Keel thinking I'm not going to eat.
You know,
that wasn't the
I
place.
did my weekly Ozempic shot yesterday after the show because I knew we were going to have a great time.
Yeah, they went
over
ham
at
yesterday.
Elvis
Oh,
Italian
Jesus.
Grill.
How was that?
And then I woke up this morning. I
Real
had
good.
no appetite. I had like a quarter of a bagel and a little handful of blueberries. Took a walk.
Yeah.
Was actually a little bit nauseous because that's what the Ozempic does sometimes. I had no appetite. Then I show up here, and Brad puts this in front of us.
We slaughtered this,
We
hard
can't
not to
stop
eat it.
eating.
and we were all equal participants,
100%. Yeah.
which is good. We
The
can't
stuff
just,
they do here is
we
amazing.
can't just look at you. We all did the same
No,
damage.
the stuff
man.
they do here is
It
ridiculous.
was a team effort, just like the Dolphins against the Bills. That
Yeah,
was
yeah.
shocking.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah,
going on in this league? Who can predict anything
Yeah,
anymore?
nobody knows what the hell's
It's a
going on. It's
freaking
crazy,
disaster.
man.
Man.
Just flip a coin.
Games are fixed. Everything's going on.
I don't know
It's just
about
absolutely
that.
crazy. Yeah.
It's truly bizarre.
Did you
Hey.
see this? This is the best thing I saw, though. I was looking at the video of this guy, Clase, from the Guardians, who's now, been,
Got
I
popped.
guess, indicted, and they're looking to find him a pitcher for the Guardians, who people were betting on individual pitches. So apparently, I mean, there was some
This is
bizarre.
after you could say it's going to be a curveball.
No, I mean,
gonna be
they're
a
betting
fly
whether
ball.
the pitch is
Fly
going to be
ball.
over 95 miles an hour,
Oh,
whether it's going to be a ball or a strike.
okay.
All right. So you would think they would really put limited action on that. All of a sudden, somebody shows up and bets 50,000 or whatever
Yeah, that's weird.
that a
gonna
pitch is
throw-
going to be a ball,
Right.
That's weird.
which is what happened with this guy.
Mm.
And when you see the pitch that's in question,
Oh, God.
my God, I mean,
They bet on ball, and it ended
everybody
up being
bet
in-
on ball, and supposedly he got a piece of the action, and other guys made like a big score.
and halfway between the plate
This
and first
ball
base.
didn't even make it halfway home.
It was like
He
a
threw
chunk.
it straight into the ground. It looked like the Carl Lewis ceremonial first pitch.
Oh, God.
And,
Baba
and you're
Booey.
asking yourself, how did this guy think he was going to get away with this? Where all of this action that he tipped off, what was going to be recorded somewhere, and some gambling oversight group was going to see this, an unusual amount of activity. But who's taking this action? Who would take like a
Never
$50,000 bet on whether a pitch was going to be a ball or a strike?
And did you see the reaction now that I guess Major League Baseball has leaned on all the different sports betting apps and books to say there's now a $200 maximum bet
Yes.
on
Which
the
makes a little
pitches.
bit of sense.
Yeah.
But I mean,
They got to get rid
but
of
who
a
would
lot-
take more than that anyway? I mean, it's insane to think.
insane, sick, degenerate
Yeah.
individuals or fixers, people who are fixing.
But this
things.
pitch is so bad. I mean, it's such a farce. What would have been great, though, and I was thinking about this, is if the batter also was tipping off people that he was going to swing and miss at whatever the first pitch was.
And that's a strike.
And the ball's in the backstop somewhere, like 4 feet outside, and he
he's
swings at
swinging.
it.
Yeah,
God.
it's gotten a little too. Look, I am I'm a person who says, people who are adults who want to
Yeah, it's your life.
do things, whether it's drugs,
You just don't want things. You
or
want things on the up and up.
gambling or whatever. Like, but there has to be a cutoff of that. That's
It's just too easy to rig. Like that's way
Right.
too easy to rig.
It's way too easy to rig, but the thing is, it's also very easy to spot. So the stupidity of these people involved to think that they're not going to get caught if something is great.
follow the money. It's all
Yes.
the president's men. But beyond that, back in the day, you could understand some college kid that had no money or whatever.
Right.
And they ask him to shave a couple of points and still win the game. Okay, you can influence that guy. But to influence a Major League Baseball pitcher who's any relief pitcher that has any kind of credibility whatsoever,
They keep you around
even
a
a
while.
bad guy is making $3-4 million a year,
Yep.
maybe for the next 4 or 5 years.
Yep.
I mean, why would you risk $20 million to do this? It's insane. But they're doing it.
I can't answer that. But
Is
yeah,
there anything
people-
better? Look, you would rather if you had a chance right now to take a job for $500,000 a year, critiquing food, or a chance to win $3,000 on a pick six. You would be happier with the $3,000. You might not opt to abdicate the 500,000, but you
Something about
you would
gambling
be
and
more
winning.
thrilled winning $3,000 gambling than you would be making $500,000 a year. Doing your job.
It's chasing the thrill. But all I know is that it would be akin to if somebody who is like a high-paid critic getting, $250,000 a year, and you're not supposed to take any freebies, but you take a box of donuts that's worth, $20.
Remember when like the guys from the
It's-
newspaper couldn't even fly like on the team plane because
No, we had that
reek
rule.
of impropriety.
I mean,
so
no,
you're
and
on some Delta flight that's
I-
going 6 stops, and meanwhile you could have been on a team plane with the radio guys.
I was there. I had to fly commercial because they thought it might have undue influence. And it actually got to the point, which I think was a little ridiculous, where, back in the day, all the press box meals were free.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, some of the papers, the editors are saying, well, we don't want to look like we're, being coerced or corrupted.
So they ruined it.
Charges.
They wouldn't let you get a
Because the
hot dog.
Dolphins, it's free, but you had to pay in the Marlins and you had to pay at the Heat, and it was
Right.
stupid annoying.
It was because of some
oh god,
moralistic,
always ruin it.
ethics
I don't buy that. I don't
guidelines.
buy
That's
that.
annoying.
And I always
It was
said
because of
this.
shiny. What are you talking about?
They would reimburse us back in the day when they had money, so that if we had to pay for a local, even when you're home, it used to be you only get reimbursed for meals on the road, but when they started charging at the press boxes, the paper would reimburse the
You
writers.
got your
for being-
$5 back? For
but yeah,
eating that crap.
But the point is, I was saying, come on, you really think I could be bought for $5 for a bad hot dog? You think I'm gonna go easy on Don Shula?
Yeah, you could,
Do you know me?
Could you
I'm
picture Shula? Oh, this struck me. I mean, if that Mike McDaniel picture is real, where he rode by the elbow room and flipped off the Buffalo fans, have you seen this?
yeah, we talked
Yeah,
about it
Yeah,
yesterday.
no, we talked yesterday. Was it real? Was it AI?
Oh, okay,
Did he-
but can you see Shula doing that?
No,
Like he beats the Bills. I mean, all those times that Louis Oliver was beaten by, Andre Reed or Lofton on some big deep pass. Can you see Shula if he finally won a game flipping off the Dolphin fans at the elbow room, even when he
Not
had a
only-
restaurant nearby?
Not only can I see it, I think I remember one time when he actually
He did it.
when he mooned. No, it wasn't Shula, but it was somebody on a Dolphins team bus. I think mooned the fans as they were pulling out of Buffalo when they actually won a game.
Oh
Buffalo
yeah,
was
yeah,
crazy.
that's
Buffalo
not
was
uncommon. It
insane.
was probably
Remember
Kim Bokemper. I don't know.
So yeah, but again, and didn't McDaniel give some convoluted answer because somebody asked him flat out?
I love the answer he gave.
I didn't
actually.
hear. What did he
I
say?
mean, it says despite the fact he's 3-7, he said AI is real, and he said he lived in the neighborhood, and he didn't deny that it was him, but he didn't say it wasn't.
he didn't. He neither confirmed nor denied.
Nor denied, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna
Gotta
say.
like that.
I mean, it was him.
I'm gonna say it takes a major set of cojones to do something like that when you're 3-7.
Yeah.
And you're
About to get fired. Yeah. I mean,
But-
one way or
But
another.
as our friend Ken the professor said, he said if he actually did that, then he's
deserves a
entitled
return.
at least another year just on that alone.
I think he's coming back next year. I really do.
Probably.
I
is.
think you know what I think is going to happen. They're going to end up winning like 5 of their last 7 games. They're going to end up finishing like 8-9 or 7-10. So it's not going to be as putrid as the
And they'll keep him
start.
because
And
of the
then they'll
Dolphins.
keep
It's
him.
still putrid.
Which
We'll
is
see.
stupid.
Hey, a couple more notes. Tropic Lakers. Today's Tuesday.
It
It's
is.
half price wine night. We love.
How many
Tropic
more
Lakers.
days for the lobster?
This week.
That's a great idea. Thank you
this
for the
week.
reminder.
Yeah.
Twin lobsters for $39. Final days. It's
the
actually
14th, right? This
Tuesday,
Friday?
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
That's it?
This Friday.
4 more days
this Friday.
of the Twin Lobster Special
Jack
at
Studio. One of them.
Tropical
Yeah,
Acres,
into November. It's impressive.
2500 Griffin Road. Sold out completely for Thanksgiving, but they still have availability for
Now, is
Christmas
there any way
Day.
to squeeze in there? No. I mean, if you had to
if
go,
it's you,
I'm sure they
I'm
have
sure
room for
Jack.
if it's
Defo.
you,
If
yeah.
it's you,
I'm sure they have
I
room
didn't know it
for
was you.
Defo.
That's always the thing
He
from the
could get-
mobster. Yeah,
he'll
I didn't
get
know it was
you in.
you.
he does sometimes save a couple of spaces for walk-ins,
Walk-in too.
but they are tapped out at 1,300 covers in the book.
What a testament to how great a job they do.
Yeah,
I mean,
they do a great
how
job.
do you sell out way in advance?
Because they have a reputation that precedes them.
Yep.
They have a big following, and they also have been great supporters of the Lunchbox, and
Yep.
we've been
Big fans.
telling people for weeks now about the Thanksgiving.
Jack
So,
and Brad were among the first guys to
Yep.
sign up.
yeah, oh yeah, they're OG as we've celebrated our
Jack
4th
and Brad.
anniversary.
Which
You
this
were
had a
past
rolling
week.
into the studios of WWNN with a McRib sandwich, thinking, "Hey,
We'll be from,
Yeah.
They were with the
Well,
radio.
remember when I was
They
the
were on-
Gambling Gourmet?
They were on
We had them.
Fridays. You had
these
them
guys,
with
Brad
Shamucha.
actually loved to listen to you and Lubie on the radio.
It was
back
Cafe
in the
Seville.
AM
Ruby and I had a
radio
good thing going there. We
Yeah,
really
It was
did.
Cafe Seville,
So-
even Keel, and
Yeah.
Tropical Acres.
Tropical Acres and Southport Raw Bar
And Shenanigans.
And Shenanigans. Yes, those are the OGs, and we still appreciate everybody that is
Yes, just hung on.
supporting the show. And Brad and Dave, of course, are great.
So you got it's half off
Tropical-
bottle of wine.
half off
The lobster
happy hour in the
special is still
bar,
good tonight, and the
last
happy hour.
4 days. And again, if you want to get in Christmas Day and New Year's Eve, they do have availability. Give them a call at 954-989-2500. That's Tropical Acres. And then note number 2, we're going to welcome to the show as a sponsor, a seasonal sponsor. It's called Norman Love Confections.
Yes.
And we did a show
Oh,
there
oh.
earlier this year. They opened 2 locations in South Florida. They started on the west coast of Florida in the Fort Myers area, but they have now locations, beautiful little salons, they call them,
Yeah,
dessert salons.
They're really nice.
One in West Boca, one in Delray Beach. We're going to be doing a show with the CEO, Lisa Fisher,
Which is
at
fun.
the Delray location in a couple of weeks, right before Thanksgiving and Black Friday, because these chocolates they're like little delicate
They're
jewels,
fantastic.
pieces of art. They're having like a VIP reception tonight to welcome some of their holiday
Oh, nice.
because they're having some special items for the holidays, gift boxes. Again, people who like chocolate,
Well,
but
the chocolate's
a little
ridiculous.
bit more. NormanLoveConfections.com. You could get everything without even going into
Oh,
the
actually,
store. And we'll be doing more with them in the next couple of months, all the way from the holidays of Thanksgiving. They're making some specialty pies for Thanksgiving that you could also order online or go into the shops and get them. And then all the way through Valentine's Day, because I think Valentine's Day. Did you ever buy chocolates for Valentine's Day?
Oh,
for
yeah, of
various
course.
mates?
Everybody had done it.
They weren't normal.
It was
love.
usually diamonds that were being requested. I was big with Marshalls. They had those $1,000 earrings or whatever they
Yeah.
were, which were probably worthless. But
These chocolates,
No, they are fantastic.
they are like
fantastic.
jewels, precious jewels.
Oh, yeah,
You'll see
wow.
some of these pictures.
They're fantastic.
We're gonna post them in a couple of weeks when we get rolling with them. But I did want to just give a special hello to NormanLoveConfections.com, and I'll be checking out the event tonight, and I'll give you a full report tomorrow on
sounds good.
the specialty chocolates, pies, other desserts. They also do house-made ice cream there.
Yeah, the ice cream's
and if you want,
insane.
I mean, if you are a chocolate fan or any kind of sweets person,
You're
go
not a
check-
fan of desserts.
Tell that to my A1C. All right, that's going to do it for today. Tomorrow, we're going to have a special edition up at Deck 84 with our man Bert Rappaport.
Oh,
I
I
hope you
love
could
Bert,
come
man.
on out. He
He's a
was
great guy,
requesting
man.
you 15th anniversary next week of
Oh, yeah.
Deck
Oh, nice.
84 in Delray Beach. Bert Rappaport, legendary.
What
Yeah.
a guy.
He's opened literally scores of restaurants through the decades in South Florida. Deck 84 is now his latest place. That and out west, Bert and Max's, where our friend Buddha works.
Yep.
15
So-
years,
Yeah.
Deck 84. It's a great place.
It's really good.
Outdoors,
And the view's
this
fantastic.
time of year, right on the Intracoastal there on Atlantic Avenue in Delray
Yeah,
Beach.
beautiful.
We'll be there at 1 o'clock tomorrow with Bert. That's going to be a fun time.
Nice.
So that's going to do it for today. Thanks to Brad and Dave. Enjoy every soup. Enjoy every burger. Enjoy every sandwich.